Let me start with a confession. I used to think Taurus Rising people were lazy and slow, and I was wrong. The truth is, they're the ones quietly holding the whole world together. They're the most reliable friends, the most patient and loving family members, and often the best professionals in their field, even if they never brag about it. In this video, we'll go in deep into why people are attracted to Taurus rising, what their childhood really looks like, how their beauty and presence work, and why celebrities like Mariah Carey, Serena Williams, and Gigi Hadid are perfect example of this energy. And if, like me, you are on the journey of learning astrology, then watch to the end of this video and you might finally understand why Taurus rising isn't slow at all. It's unbelievably strong.
It's way more fun on Talks by the Stars.
Let's be honest. People don't always notice Taurus ascendants right away. But give it a little time and suddenly you realize you can't take your eyes off them. Their quiet power and steady presence slowly pull you in. A Taurus ascendant woman's steady energy makes people feel safe, relaxed, and understood, which answers the question of why people are attracted to a Taurus rising without a single word being spoken. Many misunderstand the Taurus rising personality traits, assuming they are slow, stubborn, or too focused on a comfort, when in reality, this passion is a form of inner strength. The truth about them is that their stillness hides deep emotions and strong instincts that only show up when it really matters. As children, those with a Taurus ascendant often look for safety through touch, routine, food, and a calm home environment, learning early that peace equals survival. When childhood feels secure, they grow in loyalty, endurance, and the ability to build something lasting. But when trust was broken early, the Taurus rising personality may become protective, emotional guarded, or overly attached to material comfort as a substitute for safety. But even then, their souls still long for softness, beauty, and emotional grounding. A powerful example of a Taurus rising woman is Mariah Carey. Her childhood was filled with deep emotional tension, family conflict, and a painful experience of feeling different and unprotected. Growing up biracial in a divided neighborhood, she faced racism, instability, and moments where she learned very early that safety was not guaranteed. Music became her refuge, and her voice turned into a shield, something she could control when life around her felt chaotic. Through singing, she learned not just how to express pain, but how to soothe herself. That desire to create a better life pushed her forward, turning a wounded childhood into one of the most powerful voices in modern music. That's why Taurus Rising teach us that gentleness is not weakness, but a quiet power that turns survival into beauty. People often ask me what the Taurus Rising looks like, and my simple answer is they're calm, grounded, and quietly beautiful, like someone who makes you feel safe just by standing nearby. When you meet them, you may notice their relaxed posture, warm presence, and a body that feels very in the moment, which is a key part of the Taurus rising physical appearance. A Taurus rising woman appearance is soft but strong at the same time. Nothing harsh, nothing sharp, just steady confidence and natural sensuality. The face is usually pleasant and symmetrical, with gentle eyes, full lips, and a calm expression that rarely looks stressed. This is one of the easiest way for how to spot Taurus rising. They look unbothered, even in life is chaotic. She often has a soft, feminine body, smooth movements, and a grounded elegance that doesn't need loud clothes or heavy makeup. A beautiful example of Taurus rising appearance is Halle Berry, whose beauty feels grounded. Her face has soft symmetry, warm expressive eyes, and full lips that give a calm, reassuring presence. Even when she wears minimal makeup, her skin looks healthy and luminous, which is very typical for Taurus rising energy. Her body language is relaxed and confident, never rushed, and that quiet self-assurance is what makes her so magnetic. Halle Berry shows perfectly how Taurus rising beauty doesn't demand attention. It simply holds it and always looks timeless. I always admire the style of Taurus Ascendant women. They have this natural elegance that looks simple, effortless, and somehow always right. That's why so many Taurus rising women become style icons without even trying. Taurus rising style is never loud or trendy. It focuses on quality, texture, and clothes that feel good on the body and look timeless. People associate Taurus rising beauty with the smooth fabrics, rounded shapes, earthy colors, and an overall sense of stability and femininity. Gigi Hadid reflects Taurus rising style. Through her effortless mix of comfort and luxury, she looks expensive, grounded, and natural, a classic expression of a Taurus energy. She often wears simple, high-quality basics in neutral or earthly tones, proving that Taurus rising beauty is about feeling good in a body, not chasing trends. When it comes to outfits, a Taurus rising woman chooses pieces that gently follow her course and feel cozy, elegant, and dependable. Wrap dresses, soft knits, well-fitted jeans, silk blouses, and comfortable but polished shoes define classic Taurus rising style. Even casual looks appear thoughtful, put together, and quietly luxurious, which is why people instinctively trust and feel at ease around Taurus risings. Elle Macpherson embodies timeless Taurus rising outfits. She loves soft fabrics, relaxed silhouettes, and feminine simplicity. Her looks highlight natural curves and radiate calm confidence rather than bold drama. She is a perfect example of Taurus rising celebrities who show how quiet elegance and sensual ease never go out of style. Taurus rising makeup is all about enhancing natural features rather than changing them. With glowing skin, warm tones, and a soft definition. Earthy shades like beige, brown, peach, and rose highlight the calm, sensual nature of Taurus rising beauty. Lips are especially important for Taurus rising, often finished with satin and glossy texture that feels lush and inviting. Camila Cabello perfectly represents Taurus rising makeup. With her soft, romantic beauty and natural sensual look, she often chooses warm nude lips, glowing skin, and gentle eye makeup that enhance her features instead of overpowering them. Her makeup feels touchable, feminine, and calm, which is exactly how Taurus rising women draw attention without trying too hard. Honestly, I want to share this from my heart. I am Scorpio ascending myself, and I always felt a strong attraction to Taurus ascending because their calm, warm presence. With them trust, stability, simplicity, and loyalty aren't just words. There's something you can actually feel, and it matters deeply in real relationships. A Taurus rising woman loves stability, comfort, and loyalty in relationships. and she wants something real that she can trust and build on. But her Scorpio descendant spouse is usually intense, emotional, and deeply passionate. While she seeks peace and routine, her partner brings depth, transformation, and powerful emotion into the Taurus rising relationships. This kind of love feels magnetic and sometimes overwhelming, but it also creates strong bonds that are hard to break. In Taurus ascendant marriage life, loyalty becomes everything. Both partners expect honesty, devotion, and emotional truth. In this love story, she learns to open the heart instead of staying comfortable, and her partner learns to slow down and trust instead of pushing too hard. The challenge in Taurus rising compatibility is learning not to fear deep feelings or control issues while still protecting emotional safety. And the big relationship lesson here simple but powerful. Real security doesn't come from routine, it comes from trust and vulnerability. Serena Williams' love story with Alexis Ohanian is a powerful real-life example of Taurus-Scorpio relationships energy in action. After years of intense focus, discipline, and emotional pressure in her career, Selena found a partner who could match for her depth, loyalty, and strength without trying to control her. Alexis, a successful tech founder and investor, brings strong Scorpio-style energy into marriage. He understands power and long-term strategy, both financial and emotionally. In their relationship, Serena embodies Taurus stability and devotion, while he supports, protects, and invests in their shared future. Together, they show how Taurus comfort and Scorpio depth can create a marriage built on trust, shared power, and a bond that only grows stronger over time. In many ways, Taurus ascendants are lucky. When we look them in deep, we see a soul that came here to build stability, enjoy life's simple pleasures, and feel safe in their bodies and environments. The path of a Taurus ascendant is about learning to live slowly, calmly, and with trust instead of constantly pushing or proving something to the world. Their happiness grows when they allow themselves to enjoy good foods, beauty, music, touch, and nature without guilt. This is why Taurus rising careers often thrive in fashion, design, beauty, food, finance, art, or any work that creates comfort and lasting values. A big part of Taurus rising soul navigation is learning that rest is not laziness and receiving help is not weakness. One of the keys to how to heal Taurus rising is slowing down, reconnecting with the body, and trusting that life does not need to be forced. To understand how to strengthen Taurus ascendant, they must build routine that supports senses, the voice, and emotional safety. And their voice, whether through speaking, singing, or teaching, is deeply healing and often underestimated. And remember that the greatest Taurus rising strength are patience, loyalty, endurance, and the ability to turn chaos into something beautiful and lasting. A powerful example is Donatella Versace. Her life drama began with the tragic loss of her brother Gianni Versace, whose murder suddenly placed her at the head of a global fashion empire while she was still grieving. Under intense public pressure, her healing came through design itself. Fashion became her language for survival, a way to stay connected to Gianni's vision while slowly finding her own voice. By honoring family traditions, preserving the bold Versace identity, and transforming grief into creative strength, she rebuilt both the brand and herself. Donatella's story shows how to devotion to craft, loyalty to family roots, and steady creative work can turn into powerful beauty that lasts for years. I admit, it took me a while to understand why Taurus rising men so attractive. But the truth is, they radiate calm confidence and a strong, reliable masculine energy, the kind of presence that makes you feel like you can finally relax and lean in, because someone solid is standing right next to you. A Taurus ascendant man usually gives off a grounded, reliable vibe. When people talk about Taurus rising man appearance, they often mean someone who looks calm, solid, and quietly attractive, like they're completely comfortable in their own body. His physical appearance often includes a strong neck, broad shoulders, a steady posture, and facial features that feel soft but powerful at the same time. The face of a Taurus ascendant man is usually pleasant and symmetrical, with warm eyes and full lips that make him look approachable and sensual rather than aggressive. He moves slowly and confidently, never rushed, as if life will wait for him, and somehow it usually does. This is why Taurus rising men often age well and look even better over time. For famous examples, look at Jared Leto with his magnetic calm, David Beckham with his classic strength and earthly charm, and Snoop Dogg, who proved that Taurus rising can look relaxed and iconic at the same time. And yes, a Taurus rising man may walk slowly, but trust me, he still gets there first, usually to the couch with snacks. Do you feel that calm, grounded Taurus energy in your life? Or are you drawn to people who have it? Tell me in the comments what part felt the most true for you. I read every single one. And remember, Taurus rising may move slowly, but they build things that last forever. If this video helped you see Taurus rising personality in a new way, don't forget like, subscribe, and follow for more deep by simple astrology insight that makes sense in our lives. Follow Talk by the Stars and let's keep growing together.
It's way more fun on Talks by the Stars.